Y'all, give me some let's go energy for Sky. She's a proud member of Stand Above the Influence since 2023. Sky is passionate about using her voice to make a difference, and in honor of her late uncle, and inspired by her little brother Lucas, she advocates for positive mental health and substance abuse misuse prevention by sharing her story.
Hello everyone! I know Maddie already asked a bunch of times, but how is everyone doing today? No. More energy please. How is everyone doing today? I am the founder of Sky Sparkle Project, and today I will be presenting to you Protect Your Sparkle. I don't know if you can see the board, we're gonna get to that in a little bit, but it'll be fun. I like to call myself Princess Sky, and you'll understand in a second. I know this is Disney themed, but just hear me out. So, I am a mentor, I'm an advocate. The story is I actually lost my uncle to substance misuse when I was only 6 years old. And he really was my father figure growing up, so it was very hard to deal with. It was my first really traumatic experience growing up, and honestly growing up after that, I didn't have the proper resources or coping mechanisms. I had to deal with my emotions and not know how to express them. Talk about what is mental health. Mental health it can look like your emotions, whether you're going through stressful situations, and even anxiety. Just a show of hands, have you guys ever dealt with any of this? Be honest. Now, if your hand's not up, you're lying straight to yourself and me, because we all have dealt through all of these. But mental health can also look like your confidence, your self-worth, and your coping skills in general. And mental health is just as important as your physical health. They actually have a lot of similarities. They all deal with one another. And now we're going to talk about the real facts. So, about 1 in 3 high schoolers reported poor mental health recently, which is actually quite a lot. And many young people report feeling overwhelmed, lonely, or anxious. And I'm not gonna have you guys raise your hand on that, because I know we all have dealt through that, and it's okay to be vulnerable and accept that everyone has dealt with those emotions before. I've dealt with them growing up. And another one is schools across the county are seeing increased mental health concerns among youth every single day, unfortunately. And I'm here to tell all of you that no matter what you're going through in life, you are not alone. I promise you that. You are not alone with your grief, your family struggles, bullying, pressure, anxiety, social media comparison, feeling misunderstood. Everyone has battles behind their sparkle. And I like to say everything has sparkle, because every single one of you has sparkle, and that is the power to deal with life healthfully. And it's very important to acknowledge that no matter what you go through, you're not alone. I mean, I have dealt with every single one of these on the board, going through grief with losing my uncle. And I'll be honest, yeah, I was very young, but I also dealt with other hardships growing up. 10 years ago, my grandma, she had a stroke and she went to the hospital. She ended up getting rehab, came back home, and then boom, January of this year happens, she's back in the hospital. Now we're fighting for nursing homes. And I'm just really, those are hardships. So there's actually a lot of unhealthy coping mechanisms. And one that I dealt with growing up actually had to deal with food. Anytime I was feeling certain type of ways, instead of expressing my emotions, I would literally turn to food. I don't even want to talk about some of the things I would eat. But a lot of people, they just feel very curious. They want to fit in. They compare themselves. And I know some of you guys are in school, and I'm sure you've seen others do things that you shouldn't be doing, and you're like, oh, they're so cool for that. No, they're not. They're not cool. We're gonna talk about vaping and the youth reality. Number 1, e-cigarettes are the most commonly used tobacco products among the youth. Do you guys know what e-cigarettes are? Vapes. Also, in 2024, about 410 middle school students reported vaping. Now, that may seem like a lot to some people, and that may not seem like a lot at all, but that's only the reported amount. unfortunately. There's a lot that people don't talk about, and I'm also not going to have a show of hands if anyone has ever done that, because I would really hope none of you have, but a lot of people, they turn to things when they don't know where else to go. And most youth vape contains nicotine, which can affect your attention, mood, and learning. All I need you guys to do, if you think it's a myth, raise your hand. Keep your hand down if you think it's a fact. Everyone vapes. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of hands. Well, you guys are correct. Most students actually do not vape. Vaping helps stress. I'm still seeing a lot of hands. Okay, good. It's also a myth. Nicotine can actually increase anxiety and dependence. Do you guys know what dependence is?
You need it to survive.
Yeah, so you starts with addiction. You start depending on the specific substance. So once you get some of it, you feel like you can't get enough, and now you just want to keep getting more, and then you're going to get more harmful substances. And now we're going to get into another element of mine called prescription for prevention, which is all on when I share my uncle's story on how he passed away from substance misuse. He actually passed away from a heart condition called atherosclerosis, which is where, unfortunately, the substances were clogging his heart and arteries. Now, my prescriptions are definitely a lot better nowadays. I'm so grateful I didn't get into something worse than food, but my prescriptions deal with positive words, which is very important for every single one of you to have, because life is hard enough. At the end of the day, you don't want to go home to negativity. You want to speak kindly to yourself and everyone around you. And it's also important to be surrounded by trusted individuals. The people that you hang around actually do have a lot to do with how you live your life. That's why it's important to surround yourself with individuals that you can go to talk about your feelings, your emotions. Also, healthy coping skills. Healthy coping skills are super duper important, and we're gonna get into a lot of different healthy coping skills that you can go into, which can deal with hobbies, whether you like playing basketball, riding a bike, writing. We're gonna get into all of that. So my book is Beautiful You, and it is a kid's book, but it has a very powerful message. It's talking about how the words we speak truly do have power among all forms of life. It's about a pink hibiscus growing on an all-orange hibiscus flower, and as she's growing, all of the other flowers are making fun of her. And the reason being is because she looks different from everyone else. And those negative words actually cause her to almost pass away. And then a magical princess named Sky comes about and spreads positivity onto all the flowers, explaining that it's okay to look different. That's what makes you beautiful and unique. That's what makes you beautiful you. And those positive words allow her to bloom, and it's an amazing thing. This is just an example of how positive words can affect any form of life. Word you would say to yourself today. Oh, you're quick with that. I was gonna give some examples, but shoot, you.
I decided to come today.
Yay, excited, good. Talented, yes ma'am.
You were worth it.
Worth it, I love to hear it. Those are all great examples. Anyone else? Anyone else? Don't be shy. It's okay, we're all friends here.
She likes it so. She said she didn't like my face.
Good, yeah, you're beautiful. About healthy ways to cope. One of those is being artistic and using art. I love expressing myself with art. Music. The type of music you listen to is actually very important. Now, I used to listen to not so great music, and I didn't realize it was not so great. It may have sounded good to the ear, but the words that it was saying is just like, how do I really get through my day with that? But once I started listening to more positive music, I really saw a more positive impact on my life. Another healthy coping skill is dance. Does anyone in here dance at all? Oh yeah, found a good book for myself. Oh, I was stuck in it, and it was great. Another one, like I was talking about previously, surrounding yourself with individuals that you really can trust to go to in times of need. Prayer and meditation, whether you are religious or not, these are actually very beneficial when it comes to affirmations. I know for myself, every night before going to bed, when I do pray, I actually tell myself affirmations. I tell myself things for the next day. I'll go ahead and say it, but I tell myself tomorrow I'm gonna have a great day. Nobody will bring me down. I am successful. I am my own boss and entrepreneur. I am kind. I am healthy. I am strong. I am beautiful. And depending on what I am doing for the next day, for example, last night I was talking about this presentation. I will have an amazing presentation, and I just continue telling myself these things, and it genuinely carries over to the next day and brings on a positive environment for the first start of the day. And it's really important to continue telling myself those things throughout the day. On the way here, I was telling myself, again, I'm gonna have an amazing day, I'm gonna have an amazing presentation, everything will go smooth. And now we're gonna get into some more fun interacting things so you guys don't have to keep hearing me talk. So right over here, I have this wall. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is called a Protect Your Sparkle wall. And what I'm gonna have you guys do, and I'm hoping there's sticky notes and everything at each table, but I'm gonna have you guys get a sticky note and you're going to write down what helps you protect your sparkle, which means a healthy coping mechanism, either a positive affirmation, whatever helps you get through the struggles in your life, get you through the day, if it's a hobby, if it's a sport, dance, acting, whatever it may be. And I can go around for a little bit to help you guys out. I'll give you guys a few minutes, and then once you guys are done, you can stick it onto the wall. But thank you guys for participating in that. I'm actually very happy with the outcome. I didn't know if anyone was going to be confused, but it looks like you guys got it good. We're going to do a little affirmation moment. So I want you guys to repeat after me after I read these sentences, okay? My voice matters.
My voice matters.
My feelings matter.
My feelings matter.
I am not alone.
I'm not alone.
That's right. I am strong.
I am strong.
I have healthy coping skills.
I have healthy coping skills.
My sparkle matters.
My sparkle matters.
That's right. No matter what you go through in life, losses, wins, you still deserve to shine. So thank you all so much. I hope you all enjoyed this presentation.